Hey there, this is Troy Baker, and this is a piece of Schmidt.
Hello and welcome to this episode of the Piece of Schmidt podcast, the podcast where we sit around this table and talk about our jobs when we were kids. To my left, Wes Baumgardner.
Hello.
To my right, far right, James Kircher.
Hello.
To my right, it is Bring a Friend to Derailed Month, so we did what we were supposed to do, and we brought Max
Greetings.
back. Max Myers.
I'm back.
Related to...
Back in the sack.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you related to Michael?
No. No, Michael.
Michael Van Myers?
Mm-mm.
What's your dad's name?
Adam.
Adam Myers.
Yeah, he's a real small guy.
I don't get it.
Adam. Like a subatomic particle.
Is it spelled A-T-O-M?
No.
Oh, that'd be dope.
ADAM.
Is there any kid named Adam, you think?
Yeah, I was in a band with one when I was in high school.
A-T-O-M?
Adam. Oh, ATOM? No.
Yeah, I was in a band with an Adam, too. Adam McWilliams.
Adam Carmona.
Carmona.
Yeah, he was a Spanish guy.
Oh, really?
Very sweaty.
Mine was very white, also very sweaty.
You know, my father sweats too. Maybe it's something with the name.
I think it's human beings.
That might be.
If you like what you see, head on over to YouTube, give us a like and a subscribe. Go to Twitter and follow us, Instagram and follow us. You can support the show by going to patreon.com/derailed. And like I said, bring your friend to Derailed Month, just like Max. We brought a friend. You need to bring a friend now. Bring a friend. Wes's friend started watching it. Wes brought a friend.
I did.
Nice.
My buddy Matt.
Buddy Matt. Does he sweat?
Yeah.
Is he Spanish?
No.
In a band?
No.
The plot thickens.
It does. Do you think there's a kid named ATOM?
There's probably some celebrity's kid who's ATOM.
Good call. Topic number 1. Careers we all wanted. This is brought to you by Derek White, by the way. Derek White. Careers we all wanted doesn't have to earn a lot of money, just stuff you always wanted to do if you were not already doing it. His are photographer, glass blower, which I did not know. It's kind of gay if you ask me. 3, tequila production, particularly the guys that harvest agave cactus. And I think he's underestimating how much labor that is. And that they charge like $4 an hour to do that. And 4, recording engineer. 5, graphic designer.
Oh, yep.
Wes, what did you want to be when you were a kid?
How young are we talking here?
Any age.
Okay.
So when I was in middle school, high school, I wanted to do something in the video game industry.
But you're not sure what?
Well, my initial thought was, you know what? Because I was a dumb kid, I'll be a game tester. That's going to be a great job.
I just want to play games all day.
No,
Yeah.
no, you don't want that job.
You definitely don't want that job.
I don't know, some sort of production, pre-production type thing, but I don't have like the drawing ability or artistic stuff, so it'd be
Right.
more of the programming side, which doesn't sound fun.
It sounds pretty crazy, but they get like holidays off and stuff. That's a cool thing.
Some
about
do. Then you hear all the stories about crunch time, where you work like 19-hour days.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting story. They released that No Clip, who did the making of Bethesda stuff. They had a little short documentary about the making of the Dark Brotherhood quests from Oblivion and Skyrim.
Ooh, nice.
And this one guy, the guy who created the Dark Brotherhood, couldn't get this person, because you know how you go asleep, you fall asleep and then you wake up and then the guy's there and he's like, hey, we know who you are, blah, blah, blah. He couldn't get that guy to show up in your room in a normal way before Christmas break. And so he would always like show up and be like looking at a wall, or like be in another room, or like on the roof or something. Like every time you fell asleep and woke up, he wouldn't be there. And he had to like go to Christmas break, and he was like super pissed because he couldn't get the guy to do what he needed to do. So it sounds terrible, actually, programming and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of the game industry stuff, unless you're one of the big faces, unless you're Todd Howard or Cliff Bleszinski.
Like a director.
Yeah.
That's like, yes, no, yes, no, you're fired.
Yeah.
That sounds
It's
awesome.
kind of an awful job until the game comes out and it's received well.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, too. I make the game, put in months, years of time on something just to
it's
have
not good.
people shit on it. Yeah, either we put out a bad game or...
Turns out it's Cooking Mama.
Cooking Mama.
You know that game?
Those are pretty popular games, though.
Right. But not well received among general audiences. They have a target demographic.
Like Jurassic World. Same audience. Anything else?
when I was a little kid, I wanted to be a football player.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What position? QB?
No, when I was a little kid, tight end.
As a little kid, you dreamed of being a tight end. That's crazy.
Well, I knew even as a kid I didn't have the arm to be a quarterback.
Even as a little kid, you're just like, quarterback.
Well, so when we would play football at, like, recess...
I'm definitely not good enough for that.
Well, we would play at recess, all of us we would take turns of positions, and
Yeah.
I couldn't do quarterback that well. I could do most other positions pretty fine, just quarterback I couldn't. Even touch football, yeah.
That's funny. I'm glad that you had a hold on your abilities back then.
Very introspective young man. he
Yeah.
was.
I definitely shouldn't try to achieve that goal.
Well, I mean, if I would have, I could have probably trained.
If you had passion for the position. That's
That
what I'm
too.
saying is like most kids that want to play football are like, I want to be the star quarterback. But you were
quarterback,
like,
running back, or wide receiver.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You just were like, no,
because
I
like
know
tight
I can't
end
do
can
that.
do either position and be a blocker.
True. I never wanted to block people though.
I'm a bigger kid, so blocking
Yeah.
came easy to me.
Just be there.
Yep.
James, what did you want to be when you were a kid?
Well, originally, when I was a little kid, I played baseball, Optimist baseball, and then played
Dreamed of being a pinch hitter.
like a little bit in high school. No, I wanted to definitely be a professional baseball player. I wanted to be a pitcher. Pitcher was the position I loved the most. I had a pretty decent arm. That's why they always put me in right field. Because that's the furthest position that you have to throw to home plate. So if you, it was like, and then I got into a car accident and broke my arm, so I couldn't do that anymore. But
I didn't know that right field was farther away than left field.
So I said that wrong. I misspoke. Throwing from right field to third base is the furthest. That's why when they put you in right field, you have to have the strongest arm.
What about left field to first base?
For some reason, it's closer. I don't know the thing behind it. You have to look at
What
the...
about
You
center
would
field
never
to
need
home?
to throw from left field to first base because by the time the ball's in left field, he's
Maybe
already
that's
rounding
why.
first.
Maybe that's why.
Right field to third base
I
makes a
think
lot
you
of
cracked
sense.
the code.
Simple reasoning
I don't think
skills.
Yeah. That
How
makes
slow
sense.
would that person have to be? Throw him out at first when they
A
hit
high,
the ball
a
into
high
left
school
field.
baseball player.
Okay, so true story. One time I was playing, I was super slow. I am not a fast runner. Even 150 pounds ago, I am not a fast runner. So I got a base hit to pretty deep right field, and they still threw me out at first base. I was so mad.
One of my favorite baseball memories is running to first, getting one of those hits. I didn't get out or anything, but it's when you're like a kid, like 10 years old or whatever, hit it out, and then you start running. But the exertion, like you just, the chili cheese fries are catching up with you, and you're like, and I could feel myself farting after every step, and I got to first, and I was like, and everyone was like, what are you laughing at? I was like, I farted all the way from the base. My coach was like, get your shit together.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
Dude, it was so good.
That's so awesome. And then, wow. And then after that, I played pool forever, hanging out in bars and pool halls all the time and everything. And I legit wanted to be a professional pool player too at one point. But then I was like, there's just too much. It's not a lucrative career. It's very up and down. You kind of have to hustle to make money.
Right.
It's
Plus
not
you
like
gotta-
it's not like being a professional golfer where I could finish in the top 50 and make a shit ton of cash.
Right.
This would have been James.
Yeah. I wanted to do that shit.
A couple of racks before you did win it. My name is Naoki Oi. Today very lucky. Congratulations.
Very lucky. That's awesome.
English a little, no problem. Only so.
What? Only so.
So you had that shot to win it, and then
I
you
like
kind
the
of
charisma.
recreated it for the crowd afterwards. When that shot didn't go in, did you think, I might have blown it here? I have a pear. I have an apple.
What?
Oi, apple pear.
What the fuck? Oh my god, that's
That guy's
awesome.
my favorite.
That is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Wow,
been
that's
you.
so good.
Plus, you got to play like 100 racks a day
Dude,
to be a
it's-
professional. You got to
It's
play like
so
all
ridiculous. When I used to practice, I used to get to the pool hall when they opened at 2 p.m. and I would be there until 2 in the morning when they closed down.
Wow.
Every single day.
2 p.m. It's early riser.
Yep.
Max, what did you want to be when you were a kid?
the time. When I was a real small kid, I wanted to be, oddly enough, a paleontologist.
Oh yeah, Jurassic Park or Jurassic Park Indiana Jones guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my mom was really into Harrison Ford.
Yep.
So she used to make me watch all the
Yep.
all
that
the
makes
Indiana
sense.
Jones movies and,
Yeah.
and Star Wars and all that stuff growing up.
That's super funny.
Yep.
And then I wanted to be, so like, you know, a sommelier, a wine taster.
Oh,
I wanted
yeah.
to be that except for cheese.
Oh, nice.
Like a professional
I would
cheese.
do that shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah, because I love cheese so
You
much.
want to be a cheesemonger?
Yeah, exactly. I can be like, your cheese sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
We're not allowed to make you judge cheese anymore because you keep cursing at the contestants.
The chick's name that's tasting it is Brie, and you're like, fuck Brie.
That'd be
Dude.
an appropriate name for someone who makes cheese. Brie. Brie.
Yeah, Brie Larson, Allison Brie.
Brie Bella.
I didn't know that Brie
You're the
Larson
one that got that.
I did.
was in Community. Captain Marvel was in Community.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
There's Allison Brie, oddly enough, and then there was Brie Larson.
Yep.
Both in Community.
Yep. The one attempt to give Abed a love interest.
Oh.
That's
Nice.
it?
I don't know. When I was in college, I wanted to be like an author, and then that happened. So now I work in the office.
Where can we buy your book?
You can buy my short stories and compilations of short stories. They're great.
On Amazon?
Probably not. You probably can't find them anywhere. They're in like college journals, literary journals
Gotcha.
for various universities.
I wanted to be, let's see, first. So definitely a superhero. Because as we were talking about earlier, Rocketeer and Jennifer Connelly, that was my favorite movie. I wanted to be a superhero. I wanted to find a jetpack somewhere, have this old guy make me a helmet, and save people. I totally wanted to do that. So I wanted to be a superhero. Then I wanted to be Robin Hood because of
Nice.
Kevin Costner. Robin Hood. I watched a lot of movies when I was a kid.
Not Russell
Waterworld,
Crowe.
right?
Yeah. Then, yeah, it was pretty much like Robin Hood for a while. And then skateboarder, definitely.
Did you ever practice archery?
No,
No, really?
didn't like that part of it. I just
Really?
I just stole from people and gave it to other people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Steal from bullies and give to.
Yeah, I didn't really care about the other aspects, especially like
So the
hiding
adult
my
version
face.
of that is money launderer.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my parents thought I wanted to be like a crime boss or something.
Gangster.
Well, it was Robin Hood. I'm stealing from you, giving to you. And they're like, that person has to be bad.
Yeah. Damn it.
Or rich.
Yeah. Yeah, you stole from a really poor guy. You stole his shopping cart and gave it to this Tesla owner. No, I did though. As a kid, I would take the remote for the TV and throw it away. I threw away the remote. So anytime my mom was cleaning and she couldn't find the remote, she always checked the trash and there was there.
Why?
Because I was helping. I was like
His
taking
mom had one remote. The trash had 0.
yeah,
So he had to.
balance.
Yeah.
Balance. There was a Robin Hood trailer at the movie too. We'll talk about on Bloodshots. It was incredible.
Oh, nice.
Skateboarder was a very long time. And then my next door neighbor had a camera from film production class in high school, and I was in like early middle school at this point, and I was like, that's fucking dope. You can film me skateboarding. And he was like, no, I'm not going to film you skateboarding. And I was like, but you can film me skateboarding, and then I'll make my skate videos. And then it kind of evolved into this like, no, I'm not going to film you skateboarding because I'm going to film this thing. And then I would go with him to film stuff, and then it would be like, oh, you're making a movie. And I was like, that's really cool. So then I started watching movies, and I was like, I want to be a filmmaker. I want to be a writer. I want to be a rock star. I was in a band and all this stuff. I like basically any career that took something that I created and put me out there. That's what I wanted to do. So it was like rock star, filmmaker, writer, screenwriter, whatever.
Podcast
Hoster now. Yeah. But I wrote a screenplay while I was working at a paper company. For most of the time, I didn't do my work. I just wrote a screenplay, and then I had the old lady Peggy across the hall read it for me, and she was like, that was really cute.
Nice.
I was like, thanks. Yeah. And I gave it to my mom for Mother's Day. And now I don't have any copy of it, so I can't fix it and make it good.
That sucks.
I still remember the story, though, like what it was about, but that's what I wanted to be. All the things. What do you want to be when you get older?
And where are you now?
Where are they now? Where is the guy from American Idol?
Ryan Seacrest.
No, William Hung.
Oh,
Where's that guy?
Yeah.
He made a country album recently.
Yeah.
Recently?
Yeah, Hung Like a Horse.
Nice. Did you get to the episode? You did, because it's older, but there's an episode of The Office where Packard's license plate is well hung.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Ryan and him go down there. He's like, you a big William Hung fan? And he's like, no, why does everyone keep asking me that? All right, segment number 2, Magic Mondays. Pew, pew. Special guest Max.
Hello.
We're going to talk about M19 spoilers again because it's been fully spoiled.
M19.
M19 is a big deal. Not really, but
Big deal for the NRA. We had that discussion
Yeah.
the other day.
huge deal for the NRA.
Wait, what?
So here's what our thought process is. Every time I search on YouTube or Google for M19, it always says like pistol. Do you want to watch this guy shoot an M19?
Oh.
And so these gun companies are going to be like, we're getting tons of hits for the M19. Produce them. And then no one's going to buy any because it doesn't mean anything. And then they're going to go out of business.
I like it.
Yeah. So we're going to go over what I thought was commons and uncommons because I think that's what we started the first one. But now we're going to do just go.
Whoa.
I only made a list of my top 5 commons, but I'm pretty sure I just have a mental list of the uncommons and rares that I think are going to be good.
Okay, then go ahead because I have 4 commons and 2 uncommons that I am particularly excited about. So you shoot off the list.
First, I have some honorable mentions. I have
Okay.
three honorable mentions. Aviation Pioneer.
Is that the...
It's the 2 and a blue.
Yep.
It's a 1/2 and makes a 1/1 thopter.
Okay.
2 bodies. Reasonable rate. 2/3 for 3. Star Crown Stag. It's a 3/3 for 3 and a white. When it attacks, tap target creature and opponent controls. Pretty good. Territorial Hammer Skull had the same effect in Rivals of Ixalan. That card was one of the... many people thought one of the best commons in the set. And then third honorable mention is just Llanowar Elves. Because it's sweet. I mean, getting to play 3 mana things on turn 2 is awesome. As you can see in Dominaria. Think about how strong Llanowar Elves is in Dominaria. And then realize that M19 is like going to be half as strong as Dominaria. And then suddenly Llanowar Elves becomes a lot
It's like
better.
a beast, yeah. All right, I can see that. Those are your honorable mentions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go to number 5. Number 5. Shock.
Yeah.
1 red,
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
damage to any target.
That's one of
It's
mine.
like a Shivan Fire that hits face.
Yep.
Yep.
That's one of mine.
Yep. It's just consistently good.
Either
There-
that or Lightning Bolt needs reprinted. One of the two. So
Yeah. There are a lot of creatures that are 4 mana that have 2 toughness in this set. Just imagine, turn 4 you play your 4-drop and they're like, okay, I'll shock it.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, gang.
Number 4, Take Vengeance.
Yep.
1 and a white. Destroy tapped creature, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Sorcery.
Sorcery speed, destroy tapped creature. Pretty easy. Similar to Gideon's Reproach or Seal Away. Seal Away is less effective because it's an enchantment, so they can blow it up and get their creature back.
Sure.
But Seal Away is very strong in Dominaria.
Seal is very strong, especially in limited.
That's what... Oh, I should note, my list is based on limited.
Okay.
This is how good I think these cards are going to be in limited, in draft, and sealed. Number 3, Lick's Caress. 3 and 2 black. Destroy target creature, you gain 3 life. I would compare this to like Vraska's Contempt, which was a rare in Ixalan, which only gained you 2 life, but it did exile and could hit planeswalkers. So it's you gain more life, but you can target less things, and it's a little bit more expensive. But it is a common, so you'll see it a lot more often.
Which one was that? Sorry.
Lick's Caress.
One thing about Vraska's Contempt, it's also instant.
Yes, that's true. Good point. Number 2, Angel of the Dawn, which I think is a little bit bonkers for a common. It's 4 and a white. It's a 3/3 with flying. When it comes down, all your other creatures get +1/+1 and vigilance until end of turn.
That's pretty good.
So it's sort of like a worse overrun. Instead of trample, they get
Vigilance.
vigilance, and you get a 3/3 body that flies. Kind of insane. And at common, you could reasonably see like 2 of these in your deck if you're playing white.
Yep. Wow.
And then number 1, probably my favorite card in the set, Aven Windmage.
Yeah. 2/2 flyer.
2/2 flyer for 3, with essentially prowess.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just prowess, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they're doing away with prowess. It's no longer a keyword because
Okay.
something about the design space they didn't like.
Fair enough.
But
Okay.
it has prowess, and it's it's also a wizard, which is worth noting. Which it doesn't matter as much in M19 as it did in Dominaria, but
Without Sorcerer's Wand, especially.
and then those are my commons.
Nice.
So just doing a quick look through comments, I've already seen 2 that he didn't say that I'm super happy with.
Get them out.
Catalyst Elemental.
What is it?
It's a 2/2 for 3 that you can sacrifice and add 2 red mana. And then Elvish Rejuvenator. It's
That's-
a 1/1 for 3, and then when it enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards, put a land among them into play tapped, put the rest on the bottom.
Yeah, that's the one I just picked too.
Not bad.
A little bit of ramp is always nice.
In limited ramp, but yeah,
Right.
I love ramp. Let's see, common. There's another common I saw that was pretty good.
Mine are Luminous Bonds.
Luminous Bonds, yeah. Very good.
2 and a white. Enchant creature. Enchant creature can't block or
So
attack.
more expensive pacifism.
Pacifism's 2 and a white, isn't it?
I thought it was 1 and a white.
Shock is my other one.
Shock is fantastic.
Gallant Cavalry. 3 and a white. Vigilance. When Gallant Cavalry enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance.
Are you? Oh, yeah. That's actually really good.
I'm for it. And then I think Revitalize is pretty good. 2 mana. You gain 3 life and draw a card. Not bad.
Drawing a card is nice.
Murder is my uncommon, and Lightning Strike.
Lightning Strike, right?
Yeah.
Very strong. Murder is also pretty good.
Yeah. Anything that...
But it's double black,
yeah, that's true.
so that's a little bit of an issue. But I could definitely see a heavy black sealed or draft decks that have like murders and a couple Lick's Caress, and you just sort of...
Rabid Bite's another one I like. Basically, it's fight, but the opponent doesn't get a fight back.
Right. You only deal damage to them.
Do you like these cards for limited or for commander? Like
Limited.
okay. You're judging.
No, Commander, I'll be honest, I will look to the uncommons and rares more often than not. Uncommons, there is some crazy nut stuff in this set.
James?
Oh.
Or Wes?
An uncommon for one of my commander decks, Volley Veteran. It's a goblin that when he enters the battlefield, it deals damage to target creature an opponent controls equal to the number of goblins you have.
Ooh. Lots of goblins.
Where is that? There's an uncommon.
Side topic possibility.
Okay.
Would you, Wes, like to debate Commander?
With whom?
Max.
Sure.
What are we debating?
I'll be the moderator.
Okay.
To my right, we have Max Meyer, who believes Commander is not a real format because it's fan created and the competitive scene is too niche, and therefore the rules are not fairly set. Wes loves Commander because you can do crazy shit.
Because you can do crazy.
And you can play it with your girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Fiance.
Fiance.
Very nice.
Point. Counterpoint. Go. He had a lot to say at work, and now he's being all quiet.
Oh, he needs
I
to
told him
drink first.
I told him to not be mean to you.
While he's thinking, it's kind of nuts they're reprinting Gutter Snipe.
Gutter Snipe, yeah.
It's getting a promo too. The promo looks really nice.
So is that what those are, the cards that have like the full art?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Those
are
are like game day promos and stuff.
You get one of those in your box, right?
It depends on which day you
get,
go.
For the pre-release, you get one foil, and it has like a little pre-release date.
Foil.
Foil card.
Oh, foil rules.
I was kind of disappointed this afternoon at lunch because I thought you were going to get like corn on the cob, street corn, and not like in a bowl.
No, it was in a little ramekin.
Yeah.
That's how they serve it. I got two sides of the corn, of the Mexican corn. They didn't just bring it to me in a bowl. They brought me 2 ramekins.
Yeah.
I don't.
But I totally knew that they had that. I thought they had like street corn style street corn, but that's street corn in a bowl.
No, I don't like corn on the cob. Dude. It's too hard to eat. It gets my face all messy.
Yeah, I know. I was eating those fucking appetizer nachos that were the size of Wes's face.
Here's the
Too
debate.
big.
Best card in the set, Banefire or Tezzeret? I think they're
So you're-
definitely 1 and 2.
So you're going with Tezzeret's the best Planeswalker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, easily.
What do you think? Johnny? You know what we could do? Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Pack one, pick one. Where do you do that? What's that website called?
I don't remember. I found it through the Reddit.
Damn it.
I think my top
found
three
it.
my top 3 cards for the whole set
I think Tezzeret
would be I would put Tezzeret number 1, and then Banefire, and then this rare Leonin War Leader. The 4/4 for 4 that creates 2 1/1 cats when you attack.
Ooh.
And they have
when you
lifelink.
attack too.
When you attack,
That's
it
gnarly.
makes 2 1/1s.
I need one of those for one of Donnie's commander decks. Sarkhan Fireblood is actually one I'm really intrigued by. 2+1. Oh, except you need a lot of dragons to make that work.
Right. Plus, when you rummage, you have to discard first. It's not like draw a card and then discard. You discard first.
True.
So that's always a little bit worse than the draw and then discard. But if you can ultimate him, then it's really strong.
Oh, one of my favorites in this whole set, even if it's not that good, Chaos Wand.
Casting your opponent's stuff is always pretty fun.
Like I said, I like crazy bullshit, so...
Oh, another card in here that I think is really good. Dismissive Pyromancer. Rummage. It's a 2/2 for 2. 3 mana, sacrifice it, 4 damage to target creature.
Ooh.
That's like if you get one rummage off and then kill something with it, that's like 10 mana worth of value right there.
Big fan of Poison Tip Archer.
Oh, the green and black with
Reach, Death Touch, and whenever another creature dies, each opponent loses a life.
what, 2/2 though?
2/3.
2/3.
So it survives shock.
Not lightning strike though.
True.
What about Gigantosaur?
Gigantosaur.
He's pretty strong.
You know what? I would definitely Lick's Caress a Gigantosaur.
That's going to be my foil.
I bet it will be, and you'll have to. That card is probably one of the worst limited cards in the set because it's 5 green.
I honestly hope my foil is Suspicious Bookcase. That's my favorite card.
Yeah, Suspicious Bookcase is sweet.
Just looking at some of the stuff they're reprinting, like Djinn of Wishes.
Yeah, that card's really good. It's expensive, but
I have 3 of them from when they came out.
Nice.
2 foils.
Ooh. James?
Oh, I thought we were waiting for the debate.
You haven't said any cards yet.
Oh, Goreclaw as well. Is a
the
legendary one.
legendary bear.
Legendary bear. Who makes green creatures cheap? Big green creatures cheaper.
Like Gigantosaurs?
No, because he's just 5 green, right?
Yes. Colossal Dreadmaw, however,
Colossal Dreadmaw. Verdurous Gearhulk.
which apparently Colossal Dreadmaw is just like the green creature they're using now. It used to be like Giant Spider, which is also in this set. But
Yep.
now it seems like every set they're like, oh, Colossal Dreadmaw's in here. We can start with that right off the top.
Tapped.
So, what do you think of Alpine Moon?
I think it'll be good. That's one of those cards that's in this set that's like obviously printed for Modern, and I'm sure probably Commander as well, because it shuts down Tron, because Tron cares about the subtypes of lands, not the actual names. Because it doesn't affect the name, it affects the subtypes. So it shuts down Tron, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Your foil is going to be a foil Omniscience.
Thanks.
What? It's a mythic.
Yeah.
Just costs 10 to play. But if you play it, you win.
Yeah. There is a win condition card, too, in this, where it's like if you own 4 or more vampires or zombies, you win the game. I'm pretty sure I saw that. Is that M19, though? I can't remember. No.
I don't think so.
No, never mind. I'm thinking of Arena.
Fraying Omniscience.
One thing I like in this set is that there's Manalith and then there's Dragon's Horde, which is exactly the same thing as Manalith for the exact same cost, but you get to draw cards with it if you play a dragon.
So it's different.
It's different. It's 100% better.
Crucible of Worlds.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'll pull it Crucible of Worlds and Escape Shift at the pre-release. That's a cool, almost $100 right there.
Yeah, man.
And I bet this Tezzeret's going to be pretty expensive too, if I had to guess.
Only 1 rare land. With Detection Tower.
That's another one that's printed only for
So-
Modern, because there are no hexproof cards in the set.
And there's only one in Dominaria.
And there's one in Dominaria.
But it gives everything hexproof.
No, it removes hexproof from
Removes.
everything.
No. I mean the one in Dominaria.
No,
No.
it's the Snapper.
Yeah, Coldwater Snapper just has hexproof.
Didn't they make the Angel though? That gives you and
Oh,
all creatures
Shalai.
and all other creatures you control hexproof.
There you go.
Yeah, but then
she
you just
doesn't
kill
have hexproof,
Shalai.
which is funny.
She doesn't have hexproof, yeah. Because that would be broken as shit.
Yeah.
There was a guy on the subreddit the other day who was very confused by Gideon of the Trials because he didn't realize you could attack planeswalkers like you could regular players. So his opponent made the emblem with Gideon of the Trials and then kept making him an indestructible creature. And this guy was like, Gideon's unbeatable. He's indestructible and he can't lose the game.
Do you guys know what floor to ceiling means in home design? Like floor to
Florida?
ceiling?
Florida ceiling.
Like floor to ceiling.
So floor to ceiling, right?
No, like floor to ceiling. Like windows.
Windows that are shaped like Florida.
Yeah. No, that was on No Stupid Questions on Reddit. Someone asked what floor to ceilings meant in home design, and someone said what you said. And they were like, oh. All right. I want to talk about movies and video games. Are you guys going to debate?
I guess.
It doesn't seem like it's that hot of a topic anymore. We got into it at work, though. I was defending you. Defending your honor. Like a valiant white knight.
I have no
Was I
interest in
not?
Commander.
like a bristling boar.
So
Do you read that card?
what format do you play besides Mini Masters?
Limited and modern. So like draft and
So draft and modern.
yeah, pretty much.
You could just make a modern commander deck. And again, crazy bullshit. Infinite combos, turn 2 wins. All that fun stuff.
Right, but I could also just play Legacy if I wanted that, or Vintage.
It's also good. It's also really good multiplayer format. So if you have like 3 or 4 people to play with, it's
But doesn't that take forever?
yeah. You've never played Magic all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Commander games are usually super long.
It's like Monopoly. At some point, we just all give up.
Like, oh, my back hurts.
But see, I don't play hyper.
Where'd you get that chair? Wasn't that under there?
That was over there. Behind
Oh.
the door.
Sorry.
Forgot what I was going to say.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Pizza Schmidt Podcast, the podcast where we talked about our favorite jobs when we were kids
Yeah.
That we wanted.
that we wanted to have to be our favorite. Cheesemonger.
I think that's the official title.
What's the one for wine? Sauvignon?
Sommelier.
Sommelier. There's not one of those for cheese?
I'm sure there is.
Just never learned it.
No. I didn't. It was not a real passion of mine. It was for a fleeting moment. I thought I wanted to be the cheese sommelier.
I like it. Cheeselay. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Like and subscribe. Bring your friend to Derailed. Share it with a friend. Bring him to your lives. Spread the love. Make a friend with us. We brought a friend. Max is here. And support the show on patreon.com/derailed. Until next time, we'll see you next